Think. Got you. Hello, folks. Colin here. Festa 67's workshop from eModels, along with...
Hello, Fox Model Making Guru. Hello.
Absolutely. And welcome to Workbench Live for our good folks down at eModels.co.uk. Down in the corner there. Your one-stop shop for...
all your model making needs. I don't know why I sang it.
Not some of them, all of them.
Not some.
And also, all of your god hand needs as well, folks. So, yeah, like me, if you get yourself some god hands,
Yep,
they're the people to go to, folks. So, let's have a quick looky-kins at who we've got in the chat. All the bosses are in, dude. Oh, dear.
Oh, hello. I've got my tie on, apparently.
Have you put fresh starched pants on?
I'm wearing underwear, apparently.
Good man. There's me at the top there saying hello, everyone, and then immediately eModels were there. Hiya, Colin. I can tell it's the bosses because they're
up on us.
Using my name.
Hey, at least they didn't use your Sunday name. That H uses.
Absolutely.
I've got my eModels cup. I'm not in trouble.
Yeah. Good evening, eModels. I've got mine as well. I've got mine. Look.
Yeah. Except mine is filthy and needs a wash. But shh.
Yeah, mine's a bit scuzzy. Yeah, there you go. Moving on.
So you're drinking out of your own head.
I know, it's scary, isn't it, eh? Get a head, get a hat. There you go. So the bosses are in. Yeah, all they've been professional. They put links in as well, dude. Oh, God.
Wait, I mean, we have to be professional.
Do you reckon that's the big cheese?
What, Mrs. Pete?
Yeah. Anyway, Guru's in, says evening squiggles. Hey up, the eModels who have returned the favour by saying, hi, Fox. Bill's in, LWM Modelling, saying hello. He says it's time to start the music, it's time to light the lights, it's time to get things started for the eModels show tonight. So he did there. Yeah. He's also saying evening, Governor. Yeah.
Evening, Governor.
Guru saying hello to LWM. Ashley Cartledge is in, saying evening. Oh, hello, Ashley, and he's working on a 1/24th scale Pulse 911. Yes, folks. Belly, bench, beverage, and biscuits. What's in the belly? What's on the bench? What is your beverage of choice? And what biscuits are you having? There you go. Bill's also saying evening, Governor too. He means yourself there, dude.
Am I Governor too? Cool.
He says, according to the app, I should have saved 1,500 quid since I stopped smoking. I guess they never heard of scale modelling. Well, when I packed up smoking, I managed to subscribe to the Valentino Rossi part work. And that's what I spent the money on, and I would have spent on the habit. So something good came out of stopping.
Yeah.
Sasha's in, saying evening. Oh, hello, Sasha. How you doing? Stefan Larson's in, says good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between and beyond. Go on.
Beyond. Yeah, when I stopped smoking, I just got a bigger stash.
There you go.
It saved no money.
There you go. Wolf Richie's in, says hi all. Go for it. Painting's in, saying hello. The Bobbins is saying howdy. And Stevie's saying good evening all. Good evening, Steve. How are you? You can let us know the audio and videos coming through, okay? That would be mint. So, yeah, just let us...
Apparently YouTube may have been having some problems today, so let us know if anything goes a bit shonky. Yes.
There was a thing on the StreamYard when we logged in saying our engineers are working on the problem, but we through our expertise, seem to be bypassing the outage, so we'll leave it at that.
Problems like that. Yeah,
no,
because we're special.
There you go. Anyway, I digress. Just before I say how are you, Sasha's put in belly, meat feets pizza with all the ingredients, and pepperoni and meatballs. Bench, Edward Tornado GR1, he's doing the cockpit PE. Devil's metal. Bevy is a pint of lemonade and biscuits, none, but he's got chocolate left over from Easter. Oh, mint.
You love photo etch.
Yeah, I like that, like putting needles in my eyes.
You love it so much.
Audio and video is good. Thank you. Very glad for the feedback from Sasha and Stefan last. LWM is saying leftover pizza in the belly from last night. Bench is a Spad 8 in 72nd. Bevy is Coke and Bicky donuts. There you go.
That's a biplane, isn't it, the Spad, I think?
It is, mate. Anyway, how's you? And the most important part is, how's me mum?
Yeah, you don't care about me.
Mum
Wolf is fine, thank you. She's got plenty of food downstairs to put into her face hole.
Happy
she's got cups of
days.
tea, so she's happy.
No,
she's happy.
Her.
But yes, all is good. Tonight I should be carrying on painting my Lord Kroak, as I've been working on the throne. I did a load of dry brushing last time, so... A little bit more, and I'm going to try and paint some jade tonight.
Oh, nice one, mate. Happy days. And are you having fun? That's the key.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's all organic. It's all stone and stuff, so it's great fun. You can't really go wrong.
I see what we did there.
So how are you? How is my mum?
I am fine and dandy, and your mum is doing well, mate. She's not bemoaning the world today, so...
Oh, yeah. That seems like she's maybe not with it today, then.
Yeah, she's not. Yeah. Stefan last says chocolate left over. That doesn't compute exactly,
I did
mate.
wonder. I did think that sounded a bit weird.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, mum's fine, mate. She's... Yeah. She's all right.
And what are you doing this eve?
I am fettling between flesh tones on the figures and me meat. Then I'll just be doing detail painting on barrels and things like that, ready to start putting things in crates and things like that. So I'm just faffing around. I know it goes against the grain painting on the sprues, but for me it's a bit easier with me twitches. And then, like I say, I can touch up the bits at the end that need a little bit of dressing up.
Yeah. So Ashley Cartledge, whose name I don't recognise, has chosen a good time to join us when you're fettling with your meat at the bench.
Absolutely. Exactly. Be afraid, Ashley. Be afraid.
Yeah.
This is how it starts.
Oh, yeah. It never finishes. It just starts and then it never gets better.
So, yeah, I'm just using the wet palette and loads of water and just blending in different flesh colours just to glaze, basically, any of the pig and sausages and stuff of that ilk. So
a little bit of glaze.
Same with the figures. I literally just water it down so it's so runny, but it multiple thin coats.
Yeah, just adds a tint, doesn't it, rather than...
Yeah, it just gives you a nice smooth transition as well.
Indeed.
So, yeah, that's what I'm up to, mate. This is that itty-bitty stage that if you don't spend time on it, you'll regret it later.
Yeah.
I'd rather get all of this done now before I start building the dio, because once these are in situ, it's going to be a mare to try and paint them. So let's do them on the sprues. And...
Yeah. Well, I've just dinged the little spear tip on my skink again, which I'll need to super glue back again.
Oh, really?
I've broken it off once already. It's very delicate.
Yeah.
So I'll just have to reinforce it in a minute with some super glue.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yes, I reinforced it with some easy line because,
yeah,
it's the way forward.
Don't forget, folks, links for these kits are in the chat there and also in the description. I will put a list of all the mini art kits that I've got in this collection. I will put them up so that you'll be able to see what all the figures are that I'm doing. But
yeah. You're doing a load of different kits, aren't you? So.
Yeah, basically I've been through the mini art collection and I've got the milkmen. We've got men with wooden barrels. We've got...
Are they rolling them out?
Yeah, we got the butchers. So, yeah, we got a bit of that. So, yeah, you got the meat stalls. So, yeah. So that's what I've got, different sets. And then I just slice the boxes up so that I can get the paint codes and the box art so that I can see in detail what I'm trying to achieve.
Yeah, I do the same. Get all the box art out and cut it out so you can refer to it.
Exactly, it just makes sense. I'll do it on all my Warhammer builds, so I might as well do it on these.
So when you went on the eModel site, did you just do a site search for meat?
Yes, it's surprisingly, there were some slightly dubious categories that came up, but we won't go into them.
Yeah. Now, don't forget, folks, this is a show for eModels.co.uk, as we said, your one-stop shop for all your model making needs. So please don't discuss other model retailers in the chat, because that wouldn't be cool. And please try and keep it family-friendly and nice and clean in chat as well, if you wouldn't mind, because it is a family show, technically. It's open to watch by anybody of any age, so keep it clean. But please don't discuss other model retailers. That would be lovely.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
That would be delicately lovely, wouldn't it? Right, I don't think I need to do much more than that little bit of fettling on there for that little highlight. Very delicate highlight.
So did that come with a base, or are you doing your own base for it?
It comes with the base. It comes with the, I can't remember what size base that is now. It was a standard, one of the standard GW flat bases with a little bit of scenery built into the model.
Oh,
but
right, yeah.
I'll add like some texture and scenery and grass and stuff to it.
Yeah.
But it comes with the little bits of chunks of land that it's mounted onto.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what size base that is, though.
27, is it 27 centimetre or something? Is it the oval one?
No, it's the round one.
Oh, right.
It is... I threw the instructions away now.
Through the round window.
I could do measuring. That does involve slight maths, and I'm not...
Oh, you go careful.
I know. This could go horribly wrong. I'll probably break something in my head.
We do know how that works for you when you try stuff like that.
Well, it's roughly 77 millimetrons.
Oh,
so 7
right,
point something centimetres, roughly. It's the same base you get things like dreadnoughts on and stuff.
Yeah, I know the one then, yeah.
Right, let's get my extra thin CA glue.
Cool.
And a tube. And let's repair this thing.
Oh, yeah, you're a tube. You're made of tubes.
So I've got this. He's got this little spear here, you see, and it's snapped off one, so I've reinforced it with some easy line.
Yeah.
But it's a bit wibbly wobbly in the middle, so I need to somehow figure out how to reinforce it even more.
Fox's best friend. If they ever stop making easy line, he'll cry.
I will. I think it'll be more easy line. But because it's like spears and it's all organic, it doesn't kind of make... It's not too bad if it's kind of got like rope around it in the spear, because it just looks like kind of tribally type stuff. So I think I'll add some more easy line just for safety purposes. So
that's come in handy.
Yeah, because I mean I could just glue it together, but it's not going to be that reinforced. So yeah, with regular plastic cement and stuff.
And you can get away with the easy line.
Yeah, it being all organic and tribal.
It'll be in context, so yeah.
Yeah. So we'll let that do its business. You were.
Comes in handy for the Orc vehicles as well if you have a boo-boo. Bit of easy line. Round the post, done.
That's not going to work, that is it? No. I'm trying to keep it straight. It doesn't want to be straight.
Oh.
Don't want to go too crazy, because obviously it'll just look ridiculous if I go too crazy.
It'll be fine.
Blow on it, bit of CO2.
Got a bit of chicken going on as well.
A little bit of chicken.
A little bit of porky. I've used some of him. And I shall keep going over these with this base, and then, like I say, I can go round then and highlight any little bits and pieces, and then give it a little pin wash. Job
Bits
done.
and pieces. Sounds like a song.
That's done it. See what we did there.
You see what I did there, didn't you?
I did.
I think what I'll do is I'll wrap some easy line around his arm, so it looks like, I don't know, something.
Easy line round his arm.
Well, it looks like it's gone around the spear, and then he's got it like round. So it's like I don't know how it would work, but it might make sense in some context. Would it make sense to have a spear on a string so you can get it back?
Could do, yeah. Could be a guideline, couldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's reinforced a bit now, but it's it snapped right above his hand, you see, so there's nothing to anchor it to.
You know, throw the spear, it could be attached to a stick of dynamite. You never know.
Throw the spear, write the theme tune. I think we'll just see if we can survive without snapping it off. It's gone a bit harder.
Hey, said the actress to the bishop.
Steady.
Lee Eagles is in the chat saying bold. Hello, Lee. How you doing, mate?
Hello.
Sasha's finished painting the... Go on, carry on.
Done.
Cheers, Dave. Cheers, Dave. Finished... Shall I go for the third time, Lucky? Finished planning the World War I trench dio and got all the bits in the basket ready for payday. It's costing him about 200 quid, but over 100 of that is dio building materials that will last a while. Well worth the investment, mate.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Steve says no Father Ted tonight. No, he couldn't make it tonight, folks. He'll jump in as and when he can make it, folks.
Yeah.
Bill says he's got a 30-second Volkswagen Beetle, which he's going to make a replica of our family car we had in the early 80s in Germany. Me and my two sisters in the back, mum and dad up front, and even the original number plate. Gets in there, mate. He says, I can't remember most of my child due to neurological damage, but I could reel off a 40-year-old registration, no problem. The brain is a funny thing. Oh, yes, my neurologist has told me the same, mate. Yeah. It's amazing what these people can do with you to retrain your brain.
Oh, yeah. See, I'd have a neurologist, but there'd be nothing for them to do.
Yeah.
Nothing for them to work with. See what I did there?
I did. I was trying to have a serious conversation and you had to resort.
It's my way.
It's your way. Yeah. It's surprising, like I say. Get in there. Put that on there, because I go over that with a bit of red anyway, so we're not too worried about the end of the ham being white at the moment. Say white but flesh, because I'm going to paint many colours anyway. But
that's the thing with glazing and stuff, isn't it? It's a slow process.
Yes.
Slow but satisfying.
It is.
Tweezers now. Gosh darn it. Try not to knock the microphone.
There you go. So we can let them settle and dry out on there.
How are we going to do this?
Bring them forward. Sit them back. What else is there? If there's anything in the chat you want to know, just ask us. Feel free to ask us any questions. Fox will answer them all for me.
I might not. I might leave you in the lurch.
You normally do. See what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, anything you want to know, feel free. Bear in mind, we don't actually work for eModels, so we can't give you things like stock levels and things like that. That's an email to eModels. We're part of the build team, the official build team, but we don't actually work at the store, folks.
No. We have no such privileged information.
No.
Try faster.
A little bit on his chest there.
Give that a second to lock in.
Do you need to put your dryer on, mate? Speed it up.
No, it's just CA glue. I'm just gluing the easy line on. It's just CA glue.
Oh right, yeah.
It either dries instantly when you don't want it to, or it dries too slowly when you need it to dry instantly. Yeah,
it's always the way, mate.
Joy of CA glue.
Tedward's okay. That's Bobby's still got to have work on him. A little bit on your face there. Just to bring that back.
That's what Bob's mother said. She always said he needed work.
So he's a dunner. dead looking. Yeah, he just needs his clothing dry brushed.
Lee Eagle says, Festa when the Jag's starting up.
Yeah. I'm filming it off camera, mate.
Oh, I know.
No, he's on about the big E-type Jag he sent me, the one that I'm filming in the background.
Yeah, I was at first thinking, I don't know what that comment meant, then I realised, yes.
Yeah, it's coming along nicely, mate. Yeah, it's easier for me to film it. It doesn't... I want to do it justice, and streaming live, it's just not... To me, it's not a build that I should be doing live.
No.
I want it right. So, thanks for the reminder. I haven't forgotten.
Yeah, neither of us do that, do we? Neither of us do live stuff when we're doing things like that.
No, not when it's a gift and when it's a build of that quality.
Yeah.
You know, run-of-the-mill kit, yeah, but...
Yeah, not a build for somebody else.
I want to focus on the model, not worry about keeping one eye on the chat and all of that. So,
yeah.
When it's done, you'll see the video, mate. Let's see.
All right, let's see if we can try this again. You will stick, not the tweezers. Gosh darn it. It's tasking me now. It's testing me.
Oh, is it mugging you up, is it?
Yeah, I seem to have discovered, my CA glue has discovered the ability to not actually CA glue anything.
Oh dear.
Right, let's just get a new piece of easy line, because that one's doing my beaning. I no longer like it.
Right. Oh, Wibblekins.
Try again.
Show me on the dolly where the easy line hurt you.
It's weird, CA glue, I say, always sets quickly, but just every now and then you do it, and it just takes forever to even just stick anything. You're like, come on, I don't need that right now. I need fastness is what I need.
And a little bit of activator on it.
That means letting go of it and then it falls off. That's the trick, you see.
Yeah, you spray the activator on one half and put the super glue on the other, mate. Boom, job done. It's kind of the way it works.
Well, I've got a little drop of it here. I can't spray it on because I painted it, but I'll try and drop a bit. Right, that's got you. That's got you. I think. Give it a second.
Oh,
I order.
Lee says, no worries, just asking. Absolutely, mate. But yeah, I want to film it, Lee, because you're good enough to send me it. I don't honestly think doing it live, you're going to rush it, not really be paying as much attention to the build as I need to.
Yeah.
So for my own benefit, I'm just being fussy, but I think it's the right choice to make.
No. LWM says, I'm tempted to live stream this bad build. It's only a 20-piece kit.
Go for it, mate.
Yeah. Sasha says, did anyone see that escaped horse that ended up on a railway station platform in Australia?
Yeah. Yeah, it stayed the right side of the yellow line as well, didn't it? Brilliant.
Did it?
Yeah.
It was a well-mannered horse.
It was, mate.
Oh, I don't believe this. Why is this not sticking? Right.
Don't know, dear. Why isn't it?
This is craziness. Let's try again. Oh, no. Let's try something else.
Is it all going wrong, dear? Is it not playing?
It's being weird.
It's
being weird. Right, let's try.
Lammerkins.
Let's try sticking it higher up. So it's not sticking to... It might be trying to stick to a little dot of CA glue from the thin super glue. So let's try a bit higher up.
Bill says he was auditioning for Neighbours. Oh. I see what you did there. I am impressed with that.
I don't know how many points that gets.
That gets all the points, mate.
Right, stick your little devil.
Oh.
No, don't stick to the tweet. Oh, this is not going well. Right.
I would never have known because you're not going on about it like a 5-year-old.
It's sticking to everything except me. I mean, except the model. Right. Stop sticking to me.
5 minutes and you'll get a Fox meltdown. I can feel it. It's happening.
No. Happy to stick to everything.
There you go.
Except the thing I needed to stick to.
Yeah, you told us that about 3 times already, dear. Do you want to go for number 4? Is it sticking, dear? This is what we're like. We don't give each other any sympathy when something isn't going right. There's no sympathy on this show. Because I know he wouldn't do it to me, so therefore, yeah.
Of course I wouldn't. We have to be merciless with these things. Right, do not move. Do not come off. Do not dislodge. Right, so far so good. Tiny dot fixer. Kicker. I shall put that there and not touch it. Shh.
Yeah. Okay. That'll go well then, won't it?
Yep. Go for it. Painting says I have to go. Bye. Okay. Take care. Go for it.
See
Painting.
you later, mate. Bye, there you go.
Take care, buddy. LWL says I'm not proud of myself.
Why?
Because he made the terrible joke about neighbours.
Nothing wrong with that, mate. It's 1,000 XP.
Sasser says he realised he was racing home and away that day.
Oh, dear.
Andy McLeish says, well, that wasn't round furlong. Yeah, but also McLeish is in. McLeish.
See, they're all jockeying for position now, aren't they?
Legal says the kit was all there then with all the parts.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Sasha says, I'm waiting for Fox to sneeze and the easy line to go in the wrong place and get stuck. Yeah, that will have been, my luck. Right, I think we're in business. So let's reinforce. It's probably not going to see what I'm doing because it's going to be off camera, but I'm just trying to reinforce the joint with the line that can glue in place.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just sticking. Its only contact point is the bit where it broke, and that's not very good. So it's a nice kind of bodge, sort of.
Yeah, the day if it works, it's worth it, isn't it?
Yeah. You couldn't do this on a fighter plane, but you can do it on a dude with a spear. Right. Touch of glue there. Just drag that out. I do like doing this, actually. It's always good fun.
Works a treat, does it?
Always makes me feel like I'm a proper grown-up modeller.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing creative things.
Do you need any more? A bit long there.
I may have cut too much off there. Let's get that round again.
Beans. I just said cool beans, didn't I? Damn it.
Did you say cool beans?
Is there an echo?
I think you just said cool beans. Cool beans.
Put down your beak. Yeah. Your chin. Cheekbones. Just down the leading edge of your forearms. Cool. He's got gloves on, so just do a little bit of a touch up on his chops there.
JC Bricks and Bills in, says evening Colin Fox and all in chat. Festa hugs Fox hugs.
Hello, James. How you doing,
Hello.
mate?
Hello, James.
Nice to see you in, mate.
Right, I've got a cunning plan for this now. I don't think it needs to be be that long, so let's cut some of this thread off.
Go.
Okay, so let us cut that off. Split me end.
Okay, so we want get the bigger brush out.
I'm surprised I've not snapped any of the little vines or anything off yet.
No, I'm proud of you, soldier.
Yeah, I managed to somehow have avoided that. It's quite an achievement. Oops. Achievement unlocked.
I see what you did.
You see what I did there. Oops, fudge. Apologies if I'm a little distracted. Go on, get in the hole. Go on.
I love it when he comes across the challenging build. How quiet he's gone, folks. It's totally different, isn't it?
I'm doing all the thinking and everything.
Quite scary, really. Let's put a little bit of that in there. Everyone's saying hello to James, which is nice. Hope everyone's all right in the House of Chapman.
Mm-hmm. Right. You need to go there, our little friend.
And that's Valtteri.
It's too far away.
Just a little bit on the bridge of your nose there, Valtteri, and on your chin. Oh. Right. Tedward looking.
The challenge of trying to guide a very bendy thing into a very small hole. Wait. Oops.
Right, let's clean that off.
Kind of got wrapped up around all of that stuff now. That needs to not get wrapped around. Every time I hear a little plastic vine ping, my heart stops a little bit. Ping, ping, no, don't break anything else.
Right, let's have a looky-loo. Do the stubble on their faces last, I think.
Ooh. How are you going to do the stubble? I'm interested to know.
Really?
How do you think you can do it?
Pretty easy, mate. Graphite
I've never
powder.
done it. It's what, sorry?
Graphite powder.
Ooh.
You know, things like C1 or Ushi van der Rosen, anything like that.
Oh, interesting.
And you do it with a very, very soft brush.
All right.
And you brush it along the chin edges and things, and it just gives you a hint of stubble.
Ooh. Interesting.
There's 1,000,001 ways to do it, but that's the way I do it. It works for me, and yeah, change it.
Nice. Never thought about how to do it, to be honest. I like that.
Yeah, that's a treat, mate. Because all you want is a shadow. That's all you want.
Yeah. A subtle hint.
Yeah. Yeah. Little bit of a subtle hint is good enough.
You watch. What I'll do is I'll spend ages sorting this out, and then I'll pick it up and snap it off, and I'll be like, no!
Yeah.
That's that in. Nope, it's not in. Nope. Why are you order? What I've hopefully been able to do is loop the thread above the snap and then round over his shoulder and around the bottom, so it doesn't look like it's going around his arm. It looks like it's just going around the spear. Hopefully. That's what I'm aiming for. So it looks like contiguous, so it just doesn't ever go around his arm, which it kind of does. It's just a bit of a fudge. Hopefully. And then I can reinforce it top and bottom, you see. And then I'll snap it. You watch. Right. Now if we can feed that through that hole there. Oh yes, that's easier. Oh no, it's not. So is anybody out there looking forward to watching Fallout tonight when it launches on Amazon? Because it's launching tonight, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they decided to do it a day early, and then they decided to do it another day early. So I think it's tonight at 2 a.m., I think, possibly in the UK. I'm not 100% sure. So, yeah. Awesome Fallout awesomeness.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I can't wait. I really can't wait.
Yeah, you have been kind of excited, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, I love the games. Where did you get the mini paintbrush from, Festa? Asks Lee Eagles.
What, the yellow ones? These are God Hands brushes, mate. Sold by our good friends over at eModels, mate. That's what they are. They are the little God Hand detail brushes, mate.
They are brilliant.
So you can get them.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, you can get them in short tip, long tip, fine, super fine. So, yeah. The link to the God Hand range is in the description below the video, mate. Go and have a look at it.
Yeah, I've got a load of God Hand brushes off to the side there that you guys can't see. And I just tried to thread that through, and it wasn't even the right string full. Okay, fiddly. This is fiddly, but also exceptionally satisfying.
Yeah.
When it works.
It does the job.
Yeah, but unfortunately I end up getting the same problem I have whenever I try and do any kind of sewing. I end up with like loops and knots that I didn't want.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because it gets caught on something and makes a loop, and I'm like, no, Done that before now. Because I'm not ashamed to admit I've repaired things with sewing, you know.
Nothing wrong with that, mate. I do all the sewing here.
But it's frustrating when you get this, like you do a rip or something, or a tear, and you do it really nice, but then you realise there's like a massive loop where it's got caught and not pulled all the way through, and you're like, oh, fudge. I once tried in my brain to visualise how a sewing machine works, and it broke my brain. You know how, because it's like the needle goes through and it's like, it broke my brain. I couldn't.
Why did you try to do that? You know how well that was going to go for you.
I was watching Adam Savage sewing some leather, and I was like, how does that actually work? And then I thought, and it didn't end well for my brain.
Yeah.
For some reason, my brain thought it was something it wanted to know. And while it was like, I wish I had asked. Pull that through again. There we go. Or not. Through you go.
That's a bit of. Yeah, quite often you'll end up staying up at night, won't we? Because we're like, yeah, we've asked ourselves how something would work, and it's I wish we hadn't have done that.
Sometimes, if it's especially something like very visual, like how does a sewing machine work, you know, how does it pull the thread through and stuff like that, I'll lie there in bed trying to get to sleep, and it'll just be going around my head, and I really won't get any sleep that night.
Yeah.
And I curse myself endlessly. You've read that thing where, for no reason whatsoever, just a single word or a phrase gets stuck in your head?
Yeah, you want to go on a Google journey then?
Yeah, it's even just like a single word. Just gets stuck and you're like, why is that even there? I can hear little fox cubs in the garden making little squittling noises.
Yeah, it's that time of year. Everything's coming back to the gardens, isn't it?
Yeah. I can just imagine Mama Fox out there going, oh, just give me 5 minutes of peace, please. It's funny, I went in the garden the other day, and there's this enormous collection of small plastic balls.
Yeah.
Like ball pool balls. No idea where they've come from. There's like 30 of them just in little piles in the garden. I'm like, I assume the foxes have brought them in, but it's like, I don't know where they're getting them from. And then there was a trainer one day, just a random trainer.
Yeah, we get a lot of the odd shoes, but 9 times out of 10, it's where they've just been thrown in a dust cart and fallen out as it's gone round the corner.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got this collection of multicoloured plastic ball pool balls. You know, the foxes seem to like them.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere there's a very, very sad child with a ball pool with no balls in it. It's just a pool. You
can always tell when they're about, can't you? Because all your rubbish sacks start getting interfered with.
Yeah. They've actually been lucky they've never done that with us.
Yeah, we get quite a few foxes now. Become urbanised, aren't they? So.
Yep. Oh yeah. That's not supposed to go through there. Back out there.
What's that? Lee? No, Bill says you should see the stuff that comes up on my various feeds because I've been Googling weird brainworms. Now I'm really worried.
You've been Googling what? Weird brainworms?
Yeah.
I like that phrase. 10 point. I'm going to have to use that phrase.
Yeah.
Brainworms.
Has that been shamelessly stolen?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Brainworms.
All the worms, not some of the worms.
I learned that, do you know what earworm is in German?
No.
It's Hirnwurm, which is earworm.
Oh, right. I shall sleep well tonight now, knowing that.
Go around his tail. Sometimes controlling the direction of the thread is a bit like herding cats. Sometimes. I'm sure it's not very exciting to watch.
Don't worry about it, mate. It is what it is. Like I say, we both said we're at that itty-bitty stage.
Yep, it's a necessary part of the process. It's weird. Once you get your eye in with the thread, doing little things like this, once you get past the fact it wouldn't stick, once you get your eye in, it's actually one of those little tasks in modelling that's quite relaxing after a while, because you just get... Doing little things is always quite relaxing for me. Once you get past the fiddliness and you actually get to do it properly, and you're like, okay, I'm in there now.
You're in the zone.
Yeah, it's quite satisfying. Whoops, quite satisfying.
Right. Okie dokie. Let's get a little bit of that ready.
The kind of thing that when you're filming, it makes it look like it takes about 10 seconds, but in reality, it's like an hour and a half off camera. Brainworm. Oh, ping.
Oh.
Good look at chat.
Was that a resounding ping, was it?
It was a good ping. McLeish says, belly 14-inch meat feast pizza, pepperoni, spicy sausage, ham, cheese and sausage. Wait, spicy sausage and sausage. Wow, that's my kind of pizza.
Nice.
McLeish says, what the heck am I doing? I snap. This little skink's got a spear. You can see his spear there. Unfortunately, I snapped it off just above his hand. And I glued it back on, but of course you've only got a tiny little contact point where the spear's glued back together. So I'm wrapping it in easy line. So it looks like he's just got like a binding round his spear, but it's a way of reinforcing the joint. So if you've got two things you want to glue together, you can do that and then wrap it with the binding, and then you can super glue it, and it just makes a more reinforced joint. It's the only way I can think of reinforcing that joint, other than just having it glued together, which will still be a massively weak joint because it's a really, really delicate part. So, but I've already snapped it once it was bound up, so I'm having to rebind it a bit more. Kind of.
So it was a bit of a bind.
Yeah, see what we did there? I'll give you 5 points for that.
Cheers, mate.
I want them back, but I'll give them for you now.
Oh, they're on a rental basis, are they?
Yeah, it's not like achievement points. You No, you can have them. I'll let you keep them.
Oh.
Especially my mate.
Better.
I'll let you keep them for free.
Oh.
I know you've got this thing for points at the minute, so.
Me? Don't know what you mean.
I know you like numbers that get bigger.
Deny all knowledge.
Let's go back up there. So I'm basically, McLeish, attaching easy line to it as the binder, but of course it's just CA glue then. And it's a little bit fiddly, because I've got a little bit of a gap between the spear and his body that I can feed it through. But it just means it just looks, because it's spears and vines and jungly stuff, it looks fine because you can get away with it. Why wouldn't he have a load of like rope lashed around his spear haft? I like the word haft. McLeish says, "Oh, I thought you were doing a knit one pearl one." Knit one pearl one. Right, that can go around there. I was going to paint some jade tonight. We might get there.
Yeah, how's that going for you?
Yeah. It's still stuck on the M25, I think.
That's the thing. Before we go live, we have the best of intentions on what we're going to achieve. And it don't work out that way, does it?
No. It's just like real life. You plan it and then it all goes to pot.
Yeah. That's the problem. We plan stuff.
Yeah. If you were to describe this hobby as a shape, it would be a pear shape.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Right, let's let them dry. Itchy leg.
Pears are delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you don't like them, in which case they're not. Obs. Ooh, that's got wrapped around there. Let's not have that. Let's not have that. Oh, to come. Oh, God, I can't see where it's gone now. There it is. You come up over there. It's like a jigsaw puzzle sometimes. Has that gone bigger now? I have already snapped one leaf off this model.
Oh, you haven't, have you?
Yeah, and I couldn't get it reattached, so we're down one leaf, but it's a leaf. It's not so bad.
Couldn't it be pinned?
No, it's tiny, tiny little thing. There's no real surface to glue it back onto, so.
Don't know. You don't have to damage your builds.
Well, everything's a bit wibbly wobbly delicate on this one.
Yeah.
It's quite a challenging structure.
You got the dodgy mould again, didn't you?
No, I got the clumsy ham-fisted hands is what I got.
Yeah.
We're pulling. It's quite a zen issue this show tonight because we're both sticky out tonguing, aren't we?
Yeah, we're trying, but like I say, I'm trying to keep one eye on the chat, trying to speed paint, and it's like, So we are trying our best, but
yeah,
I can always stop for a bit and do a bit of chat, Dolly, and I don't mind.
It's fine. That needs to go around there. And
see, Lee, this is why the Jag won't get done live, because you're trying to interact, and
yeah. The thing with live streaming building is you need to make sure you're doing something that you can kind of do without thinking too much.
I did a bit of it on the Frolic one night, and it was like, I so need to do this off air because something that size.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit like the 1/16th tank, to be honest with you. Yes, it's fun doing it, but it is one of them that you would rather film, to be honest.
Yeah. So when I first started doing stuff on streams, it was always building or decals, because they're the two things I could do without even thinking.
Yeah.
And I could spend my time interacting with the chat, but I'm getting used to painting on stream now. Getting there slowly. Right. I think the builders next door were having an argument today.
Oh, really?
Because there was all the building work going on, like the drilling and stuff. I think it's just all the interior stuff now. And there was drilling, and then there was something like the quiet, and then there was a lot of shouting.
Yeah.
So either something's gone horribly wrong, or somebody got told off for doing something and they weren't happy about it. I sat there thinking, what would you do if your building work's going on and your builders all fell out with each other halfway through the project? You'd be bruised. You'd be kind of knackered.
It does happen.
Yeah.
It does happen.
Yeah.
That's when the site manager earns their money then, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I've seen it before. You get the chippies and the sparks. They're the ones that normally have a good go at each other.
Yeah. Rival schools, as it were.
Well, yeah, because obviously the spark wants to run their wiring. The plumber wants to run his pipes. So they try to liaise with the chippy so that they can do their runs without too many hassles. And
yeah,
sometimes it can get a little bit heated because everyone wants that little bit of real estate that is quite difficult to manage, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So, as long as they meet a happy compromise.
I mean, I must admit, when I walked out from my detailing job, it was halfway through a big detailing job. And yeah, I just walked out. I was like, yeah, I've had enough now.
Yeah,
I could have left him in the lurch a bit. Yeah, I kind of left him in the lurch, but hey, he deserved it. So
it gets to that point, I'm afraid, mate, sometimes.
Yep. I'm like, oh, look, you've got a load of jobs. I'm coming in and this one to finish, and I'm walking away. Goodbye.
Yep.
Good luck with that.
Seen it many a time, mate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like I say, a lot of the time they don't appreciate the effort that the staff are going to.
No.
And a nice little warning to them to perhaps appreciate the teams a little bit more.
Oh, yeah. How am I going to get that round there now? That's going to go... I'm having to think in 3 dimensions now. It's quite tricky.
No, you go careful now.
I know. It's
now I'm getting really bloody worried now.
It's going to go round. It's not going to work, is it, if I do that? Okay, I think what we need to do is fiddle it a little bit, I think.
Fiddle it.
Fudge it. Well, I wanted to feed the thing right back up to the top again, but there's no logical for me to reverse the way I've gone, so
yeah,
I shall split it into 2 different pieces and fiddle it a little bit. It looks like a really unkempt piece of rope he's wrapped around it, but hey, he's a skink. I'm sure neat and tidy string is not his forte.
No.
Perhaps. Neither is it mine. Therefore, I am a skink. Pink, cut that bit off. And then we'll start again.
Oh, lamekins.
Take it from the top. No, I mean, we'll instead of like just lashing it all around in one big long string, I'm having to split it into 2 separate ones that look like it's one string.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because I couldn't feed it back up the spear without going over his hand or something, which looks a bit weird.
You're a spear.
You're a bit weird. Wait, no, that wasn't how that worked.
Only a bit. I'll take that.
It's a good day when you're only a bit weird. D. Clean out my nozzle. How's your meat coming along, dear boy?
I'm not painting, mate. I'm painting me figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming along all right. Just doing some highlighting here and there. Ready for when I blend it out.
Nice. Oops. Camera there.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No. Okay. So now we go back to the top. We take it from the top again. Yeah, das ist richtig. Right,
You've been on a funny juice.
Always. I've had a cup of coffee.
Oh, that explains it then.
But that was like, hours ago.
Right.
Sit for a minute. You're a skunk. Do you squee? I'm a skink, not a skunk. Oh, he says corrects it skink. I don't do squeeze. Do skinks squee? It's hard to say. No, that came off. Never mind.
That's the question for the chat. How much of Lord Kroak do you think will be missing by the time it's finished?
Let's consult the magic 8 ball.
Yeah.
So far, we're down 1 leaf.
Of course, I'm not going to mock you.
He says, whilst doing that, which he just said he's not going to do.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, mate. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to mock you at every opportunity I can, mate.
You are. Wouldn't be right if you didn't. Elder M says, darn, now I have an urge to Google what brainworm is in Swahili.
Do it.
And then Andy McLeish says, Minu Matata.
Yeah, do it. We need to know. We need to know.
And he says, apologies, I've not been around. He's been very busy working. Not that you guys have missed me. No, I haven't missed you.
We always miss you, mate.
I don't want to know what you're lashing to your haft. You save that for the midnight hour, young man.
Yeah, we always miss you, mate.
There was drilling and then quiet and then shouting, all because of one tooth, he says. And he also says, I nearly punched my manager in the face and was on the verge of posting my keys, badge and letter of resignation to the franchise over 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Mockage the fockage, he says. Foxage. Right, did that stick? Let's find out. Yes. Possibly. Magic 8 Ball says, maybe. So we'll do a bit more work at the top of the spear. Where's me thing? Reinforcings.
Go. Days beginning to come together.
Maybe in real life this skink has dinged his spear and he's had to lash it together to fix it.
Yeah.
Certainly makes sense.
A little bit of Gilliman blue.
Ooh.
Just on it. Just to bring it back now. Yattering away to myself here. I'm happy. I'm in my own little world, mate.
That's how people know that we're enjoying ourselves, because we're just yattering away to ourselves without even...
It's like when we do an Xbox hangout. He gets to play 2 games because I narrate as I'm doing it. Yeah.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Because we'll go on to Xbox and we'll be playing different games, whatever game is taking our fancy. And I'll be playing one game, he's playing the other game, but he narrates his way through it. And it's great because I get to listen. It's like an audiobook of somebody playing a video game. He's there explaining all his decisions and planning things.
I'm easily pleased, mate. You know me.
Yeah. Some of the things that you find amazing and fascinating are so endearing.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant.
Yeah, but that's part of the fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
For me, it is anyway. I know I need to get out more, but hey, I'm happy.
No. Why would you want to go out? Ouch, rubbish.
Let's swap a little bit of that.
Do 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 do. Ooh, dropping.
A little bit of that on these plates. Happy days.
Use this in a moment.
Yeah, I like that.
Don't get tangled around there. No, do well.
Oh. There's a Tedward, looking rather splendid.
Ooh.
We're going to let him dry, folks. Just try
Always
and
let your Ted dry.
Just try and get a clearer shot on that for you. There you go, folks. So you got quite a lot of shades there on the boiler suit. Different denim shades, highlights, lowlights.
Oh, very nice.
Go over that with a bit of Gilliam and blue just to blend it all together. And Robert is one's uncle. So even got Ted's moustache.
Perfect.
So I'm happy with that. That's a finitoed one, that is. So he'll get matte varnish, because everything gets matte varnish once I'm done, just to protect what I'm doing there. Then I can go back round and just finesse anything that I may not be happy with. Well, that's kind of how I do them, folks. I have been asked by people before how I do me figures. And all you're trying to do, I mean, especially at this scale, you don't want to go hyper detailed, but you just want to create something that tricks the eye into thinking that there's stuff there that actually there isn't.
Yeah. Exaggerating creases and things just a little bit.
Yeah. You overemphasize stuff, because don't forget, this is going under a counter at eModels' shop. So, yeah, from that distance, you'll be able to see the creases and the detail in the clothing. So,
yeah, you're making them pop.
There you go. So, hopefully you're liking them, folks. If you're not, I'll curl up in a ball and I will sob.
Yeah.
I can do the best girly sob in the world.
He's got years of being told off by H to have practiced his girly sob.
Absolutely, mate. You've got it all in one, mate. I was in the kitchen earlier on, making myself a brew.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm there and I just heard this. I went, I'm just waiting for the kettle, or the Burko, should I say. Yeah, well, can you wait in the cave and just, oh no, I'm here. Leave me alone. She went, it's done now. Close the man cave door on the way in. Damn it. Like,
I know my place.
I put up a lot of resistance, which means I complied complicitly.
You've put up a lot of resistance for you.
Yeah. She's out Saturday.
Oh. I'm sensing shenanigans afoot.
That would be an ecumenical matter.
Just remember to video it and send me the video.
No.
For specific reasons.
No. You think I'm that daft? Once bitten.
Well, you were that daft once.
Yeah, lesson learnt.
Lesson learnt. I doubt it.
No, of course, dear. Of course.
Right, I think that's going to do. I'll probably snap it again at some point.
Again, I won't mock you.
You will. I would expect nothing less. The trick is doing it in such a way that you don't end up with a big gloopy blob of glue. You've got to kind of do it slowly so that you still get the texture of the easy gloopy glue. You still want the texture of the line. Otherwise, you just end up with a blob that makes no sense.
Yeah.
So you want it to look like rope or string. Which hopefully once it's painted, it'll look like that. There we go. Let that dry for a second. Oh, that was stressful, but fun. Once Fox is finished with this kit, will he be completing the rigging on an 18th century frigate?
I'd love to see him do a tall ship. I would.
Oh, I will be adding rigging to my space battleship Yamato when I get around to doing it, like antenna cables and stuff.
Yeah,
just because it's fun to do. McLeish says, "Girlyman Blue, oh go row your boat."
See what he did there.
Yeah, that's a Warhammer joke for those that don't know. Best girly sob in the world. You've been taking lessons from Fox.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it's going to take me years to get that good.
I'm a princess. What can I say? And McLeish says to you, "She can hear you."
Believe you me, mate, she can.
Oh yeah.
Right, let's step away for a second. She can't be deaf.
Back in a minute.
Yeah, I heard you, mate. Yeah, believe you me, mate, she could hear me. Yeah, she can't be Mutt and Jeff with them lugs. Bless her. But yeah, she's away cricket this weekend. So, which is good because she'll be happy now cricket season's started. So, the only downside is she then starts fretting as to what chaos I'm going to cause because she's got her back turned. So, yeah. There you go. I don't want to go too mad on this. Just want to run a little bit just along the folds at the bottom of the leg is all I'm after. And just running the brush over the edge of the creases. Almost like an edge highlight on a Warhammer kit. As you can see, just by brushing upwards there, that's just catching them edges and showing that little crease on his trouser leg, see? And then I'll go over that with a Gilliman then, just to knock it back down so it don't look too contrasting. And I tend to use the really long brush for that. Almost a bit like when you do pin washing, it's got a big long set of bristles on that one. You can get a nice line down there. Happy days. Right, so we got both of those. Let's just put that back on there. Put that brush there for a minute. What else have we got to do? A bit of Gilliman on there, I think. So we'll do that barrel man first. Give that another shakykins. Pop that in there. Missing a tube. Where did I put the other tube? Oh, there it is under there. Just pop that on the end of the brush. I like to put tubes back as soon as I can because, yeah. Right. Get the big brush out for that. What's going on in the chat? What you don't realise, Carl, is she's decked the house out with micro cameras and pin mics. Oh, I reckon there's a nanny cam in here somewhere, Paul. I really am convinced of that, mate. Because there is so much that she picks up on, and I'm like, how would she know? She wasn't here. I have checked the man cave. When I did my move round, I gutted the man cave, pardon me, right down to the bare walls. And I must admit, I did look round to see whether there was any bugs or anything because, yeah. Not that I don't trust her, but I wouldn't put it past her. Either that or she's found one of the old baby monitors we had when the boys were babes and she's plugged one of them in. But I have checked, mate. Comes to something, doesn't it? But there you go. That's his trousers done, see? So let that dry and that'll just give you the contrast you want. Happy days. More than happy with how they're coming along. Like I say, if I need to then go back over them and just knock things down a bit, once these have been matte coated, I'm protecting it to the stage I've got to at this moment in time, which is what I need to do after the show because I am quite heavy-handed. Those that know me will know. I do tend to graze stuff off paint and that, so there you go.
Returned?
He is returned, folks. This is the point where we all need to say how much we missed him. Lots and lots and lots. Otherwise, there'll be sobbykins into tissues, and we don't want that.
I'm not sure this reputation you're projecting for me is entirely accurate.
We really have missed you, mate. You know, it wasn't the same without you, dear. And, yeah. Can I stop now because I'm feeling nauseous?
I'm not that needy. Well, maybe. Not most of the time.
Yeah, he
anyway.
is. Yeah. Bless you.
Right, that's that on.
Right, that's gone.
All that work has made it 1% more sturdy. Time well spent.
Good effort then, was it?
Yeah. I'll ping it off, you watch, before the end of the thing. It'll come off again.
I won't laugh on
and
this.
I'll just have even more sadness.
I won't laugh.
You will. You absolutely will.
Of course I will.
I would actually be offended if you didn't.
Hold up a minute. You would be pretty shocked if I didn't, mate.
Yeah, because if you didn't laugh at my misfortune, then it wouldn't give me carte blanche to laugh at yours. So if you laugh at mine, it means I'm good. It means I'm good in the future to do the same.
Exactly. Hey, there's Bob Hoskins there with his dungarees.
Dungarees.
Do some of that.
Let's see. Yep. Oh, look at that.
Getting there slowly but surely.
Bit toned, that fellow, isn't he?
He is, isn't he? He's a bit beef, isn't he?
Yeah. It's not even like, blue collar worker beer belly. It's just beef.
Yeah, it's beef bus, isn't it? It's like, yeah.
Barrel beef.
Yeah, get your beef here, freight per pound.
That's my makeshift repair. You can't really see on camera because it's not in focus, but all the thread there which goes round and it's wrapped round through the gap there and on the bottom of the spear. So it looks
bung
like
yourself
he's
full
just got...
screen if you want, geez. I don't mind.
No, it's not that impressive, but there you go. So that's just that done. Right, let's get back to where I was going to be, which was painting jade.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought that was your intention tonight, to paint jade.
Yeah, and then I dinged the spear and was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
So answers on a postcard. How much jade have you actually painted today, then?
None so far. Actually, I've painted many jade.
Is that because you've been a bit jaded?
I'll give you 2 points for that one.
God, I could hear and feel that tumbleweed.
It was the world's biggest tumbleweed.
Wasn't it, eh? God.
Yeah.
Proper tumbleweed and crickets moment there, mate.
I don't know if you read this one out already. Sasha says you don't realise that H has decked the house up with micro cameras and pin lights.
Oh, yeah, I had, mate. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I
Who is
thought
this
I'd
Jade
wait
you
until
speak
you
of?
had read it, though, because I just thought it'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. It is the way forward.
Absolutely.
Right. What's my plan now for Jade? Let me consult my written notes that I writ.
Oh, dear.
I wrote lots of notes. You can't really see that because it's too close to the camera. But
You've been watching Duncan again, haven't you?
no, I've been planning it all in advance.
Oh, right. Okay. That's Gilliman. Oh, that can go back.
Right.
Got boats to do. That's metals. So yeah, we'll be doing them. We've got
palette.
drums to do. So let's get the plates painted. Let's do them, and then they're done. Then. So whose did we do? Ted's got his plates done, so he needs his done. There it is, just in there. Quickly, deftly brush a little bit of that on.
Oops. Find my colours that I need. There it is, I think.
All the colours, so many colours.
That's Colia green shade.
There you go.
Fabulous.
Then we need to start measuring and thinking about the groundwork that these are all going to go on. So we need to dig all of that lot out and start planning that.
Is that man from the BBC going to turn up?
Yeah. So he did there.
Right.
Alan Titchymarsh and Charlie and her Dimmocks.
Oh, yeah. Who was the bloke? Another bloke.
Tommy Walsh.
That's it, Tommy Walsh.
Yeah. Cheeky chappy.
For some reason, when I was younger, I actually used to enjoy watching Ground Force. I don't know why. I have no interest in gardening.
I'd love them to come and do mine.
Oh, yeah. A bit of free garden would be nice.
I'd love it, mate, because it's one of the most neglected things, isn't it? It's like, yeah. And it's never really got back since we had all the building work done, and I just struggled to do it, mate, let's be honest, because I could barely stand unaided, let alone... No. Yeah, so the solution is shut the blinds on the conservatory in the hope it'll go away, but...
Yeah, I tried that for 2 years of lockdown. But it didn't work.
I just can't... Yeah, so... Yeah. And it's so damn expensive to hire a landscaper, so...
Yep.
We're kind of in limbo. I said to Ellen a couple of litres of petrol and a match, but she kind of gave me that look, and I was like, okay, she didn't appreciate the suggestion there.
No, that one didn't quite go down as planned.
No.
We learn by doing.
Yeah. So, it's kind of in limbo, really, and yeah.
I mean, we basically had a guy that he really just came and cut the grass and then tidied up every now and then.
Yeah.
And he disappeared after the lockdown. We never heard back from him, so it got left for a couple of years anyway. It was quite fascinating to see how much growth there actually was. It was basically all of it.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've always kept a patch as natural, so that the critters have got somewhere to go. So we've always had that, but the rest of it has always been lawn and decking and stuff. But obviously the decking got taken up when the JCBs come in to do all the groundwork for the extension and the conservatory. So we've kind of never really gotten back to putting it all back. And so things have changed, obviously, over the last few years, and it's just become problematic. So,
yeah, I mean, we've got when we do ours now, it's like this half of the garden that's where the French window is at the back of the house. Yeah, they cut the grass there and they keep it tidy, but the back half of the garden they just leave it.
Yeah,
so it stays wild. We've got a holly bush that's grown massively in the last 6 months.
Yeah, it's because I'm really conscious of it as well, because. You know, nothing looks worse, does it, than a scuzzy garden? And, yeah, one of them. I'll try and work something out, but the petrol is looking like the winner at the moment.
Yeah. Mind you don't want to get too much involved in a fancy garden, because then you're going to have to get rid of it all when you build your secret underground bunker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 2 40-foot shipping containers buried underneath would be mint.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're watching Colin Furs, please come and put a big underground hideout under my garden.
Yeah, for the reasons.
Yeah.
For the best reasons.
All the reasons, mate.
Mm-hmm. Every single one of them. The brush is a bit small.
Let's close that. Let's just pop there so that I can see. LWM Bill says, saw Tommy on the programme the other day, not looking good since the stroke. No, he was poorly bad, wasn't he, bless him? But, yeah. Absolutely.
What is he now?
Tommy Walsh, I think he's early 60s, I think.
I thought he was older than that.
I'd have to Google him, but...
Yeah.
He's not old. No, not at all. I don't think he's out of our age range, mate, if I'm honest.
All right.
I could be wrong. Then again,
could be right.
I could be right.
Mm-hmm. It could be right.
Could be what? See where this is going, can't we? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to old people doing live streams.
Yeah. Let's get a bit of that off of there. Have you some of him? Put that back on there. Right. Put that in there. If you want the garden dug up for free, make sure you get a copper to say, don't dig up the garden, that's where I buried the bodies. They'll come and do your garden for free. Good shout. Yeah, there was a man burying big wads of cash in my garden, officer.
Oh, yeah. I was about to make a joke, but before I said it out, I reconsidered and decided not to make it.
Yeah, it's probably for the best,
yeah,
mate.
You probably know what I was going to make a joke about.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, no, maybe not that one.
Yeah, don't always translate, does it?
No.
Sometimes with the best of intentions, it doesn't always work out, humour.
Yes.
Mind you, we have been pretty good, let's be honest. We've never really dropped ourselves in it. All right, I may have done the odd faux pas doing the factoids, but...
Yeah, but that's just mispronouncing a word. That's different, isn't it?
Totally different, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
My missus just sits there, shut up, really. She does all the restaurant ordering when we go because she just can't bear me trying to describe some of the food, you know? Who is this Gordon Blue bloke? Loves Gordon Blur, you pilch. Right.
It's a good job you never took up that career in being a village priest, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Doing your sermons.
God, could you imagine it? How good it would be if I was the local priest? It'd be mint, wouldn't it?
The local vicar, yeah.
God, could you imagine the congregation? They'd be going, what's this bloke smoke?
You've got, yeah.
Yeah, it would be funny, wouldn't it?
You'd be like, yeah, I read this book.
Yeah. Here's the new Archbishop of Canterbury, and I turn up. God, can you imagine the face palms?
With the hat, of course.
Oh, yeah, with a big old box on the head, yeah.
Yep. I was thinking more of just the pork pie.
Oh, yeah, definitely. A white pork pie, yeah.
Pork pie, but with gold bling on it.
Yeah.
Into the lining.
It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
I see no problem with this at all.
Would be funny, wouldn't it?
Festa for Pope.
Is this where I say there would be no Pope for anyone?
Oh, that's popeless.
I try my best.
Oops.
What is that? Is that matte or gloss? Doesn't even say. Right.
Bigger than that, but smaller than that. It's that moment when you've got all the brushes except the one that's the right size for what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm not going to read that one out, Bill. No way.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually met a monk who smoked, swore, and his favourite film was Basic Instinct. Definitely not what I expected, said Sasha.
Yeah.
I met a Buddhist monk who hated tofu.
Really?
He was like, oh, God, tofu now. Like,
just imagine it, though, couldn't you? People moving in. Oh, let's go round and meet the priest, and I'm there. All right, how you doing?
What?
All right, my old chilblain, come in, my old son.
Have a brew. Come in.
Yeah, hey.
Pick up a controller.
Yeah. Oh, dear. The chaos I could create.
Could.
You've got no faith in me, have you, mate?
I have all the faith in you. I have faith that the chaos will be maximal and impressive.
Would be funny, wouldn't it?
Oh, God, yeah.
Be like old Ted Crilly, wouldn't it?
Ted Crilly. Girls.
Yeah. Yeah, H would be Mrs. Doyle. Do you want a cake? Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on.
Well, you know, Father.
Yeah. My youngest boy will be Dougal.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Right, this cow, Dougal, is very small. That cow is very far away. Have you got that now? Yeah. No, Ted, no.
Yeah. The one that always got me was when they won the car and he got the hammer out to tap the dent out of it.
I've not seen that one. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I was proper munted, mate. And it was like, yeah. Good old Ted. Such a shame he died so young, that bloke.
Yeah. Heart attack, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Saw him off.
Yeah, it's tragic. Really was. That's him. Just as he found fame, the height of his fame, boom, gone.
Yep.
But someone did say, well, he's always going to be remembered, isn't he, for that? And yeah, that was a shame.
Fate is a fickle mistress.
It is. It really is, mate. You find quite a lot of the celebs, they do go at a young age, don't they? A lot of them.
Never want to be famous.
I wouldn't be able to deal with the fame side of it, mate. I wouldn't like the media intrusion.
No.
I wouldn't be able to handle that at all. So, yeah. You know, I mean, I've got no desire to be a minor celebrity.
I know what you're referring to.
I said that and I still sniggered. But, yeah.
Yeah.
The hidden joke, folks, but, yeah.
Yes. No explanation is forthcoming.
Someone very well known once said that, and yeah.
Someone who was a minor celebrity.
Yeah, we did snigger, thusly.
Laughed at, not with.
But yeah. We all had that, eh?
Get over yourself.
Yeah. So, okay. That's funny. Still makes me giggle after all these years.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a proper crickets moment, wasn't it? Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah. It's like, you think, do you?
Howling coyote and everything, wasn't it? You even had the charms going in there, rattling in the breeze, didn't you? It's like,
yeah. Yeah, a few little wind chimey type thing.
Yeah. Clint Eastwood walking off into the distance in the desert. Closely followed by Kung Fu walking through the sand dunes. Yeah.
What was the character's name in Kung Fu? I can't remember the guy's name.
It was David Carradine, wasn't it? The lead
no, the character's name.
Oh, the character. Grasshopper.
Yeah, did he have... I remember the Grasshopper. I don't remember his character's name.
Yeah, that's all I remember him as, Grasshopper. I don't know what his real name was. Yeah. It's
one of those rare things where people remember the actor's name instead of the character name.
Yeah.
I have no memory of actually ever watching it. I'm sure I probably did as a kid, but...
My mum used to love watching it, so that's why I remember it, because Mum always had it on, when it was on the box, and it's all Kung Fu's on, and I freely admit I used to loathe the programme as a kid, because there was always something on the other side that we wanted to watch, but Kung Fu was on. You didn't have video recorders at that time, so...
No. And your parents got command of the TV, so you watch what they watch.
Our TV had a meter on it, a little slot meter thing on the end.
Yep, I remember them.
And I always remember coming in. My mum had the TV on its side, and she had one of those bone-handled carving knife things.
Oh, yeah.
trying to get in the slot to get a 10p or a 5p piece out so that she could flick it back in to watch the end of her programme. Never forget that. What are you doing, Mum? I've got no change, she says. Yeah, it's our fault. It's like, Mum, you're gonna give yourself an electric shock, mate. Come on.
Yeah.
You know,
And you're going to break the telly.
Yeah, I got some change from my lunch money. There you go. She was so happy.
Oh.
You know, because she could finish the end of her programme. There you go, Mum. And she'd be like Popeye. You could hear the whistling because she used to smoke a clay pipe back then, me mum. And it was just like little Popeye, you know. Yep. So, yeah.
What was the purpose of those meters on the TVs? Why is it just to save you using the electricity as much, or was it to stop kids watching it?
No, it was the rental, wasn't it? When you rented your tellies, some of the renters, a bit like, you know, British Relay, people like that. Some of the tellies you would have a rental agreement, and others just had a meter on there, so they would come round, empty the meter, and you was basically paying for what you was using it. So
I never actually really understood what that was for.
That's what that was, mate. So yeah, it was how they got their rental money, basically.
Radio rentals and stuff like that.
Yeah, British Relay TV. We had you pushed one button for the radio. One button for the TV, and you had 3 channels, folks. 3 TV channels.
Yeah.
Wow. We were spoilt, weren't we?
Oh, yeah.
And there was always something to watch, whereas now we've got hundreds and hundreds of channels, and we all sit there scrolling through the menus, and we go, nothing to watch on there.
The funny thing was, it's like there was always something to watch, but it was mostly terrible. But because it's all we had, we didn't know any better, so...
Yeah. Documentaries, Planet of the Apes, $6 Million Man, that sort of stuff. But so yeah, it was.
It's amazing how much of my television viewing in the 70s and 80s was actually American TV.
Yeah, pretty much all of it, wasn't it? $6 Million Man, American shows, police shows like The Streets from San Francisco, Kojak.
Yep, Kojak. Rockford Files, one of my favourites, perennial favourites. I
always remember my mum on holiday called, these Kojak cameras are good, aren't they? Mum, it's Kodak. Bless her heart.
That's where you get it from.
Yeah, she's worse than me, mate, my mum.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, it's hereditary, mate. I blame it all on her. Oh, yeah. She's proper what we would call double Dutch.
Oh, yeah.
She get her words jumbled up, you know.
What's that called? Spoonerisms, isn't it?
Yeah. So, yeah. Bless her. She's in the shoe shop. Right, I'll have a 2, a 3, and a 3 and a 4. Okay, Mum. What's that all about?
Doesn't mean anything. What was that? What?
Yeah.
I've got the Rockford Files theme in my head now.
I once sent Ellen into the shop to get me some boxers.
Oh, yeah.
What size? 40-inch crutch, love. She went and asked for them. Suffice to say, she started walking towards me at great speed, like Ivor the engine. Huff, 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 huff. I'm like, yeah.
I'm going to guess there were consequences.
There were.
But I'm going to guess they were also more than worth it.
Yeah. It's something I stupidly mention every now and then wish I hadn't.
Yeah. Sometimes, though, it's worth the pain just to, you know.
Oh, yeah. She gets me back. She always does.
Even to this day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, normally the Wedding Photos album comes out.
You're like, oh.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, no.
The mullet.
Even my own kids didn't recognise me. It's not really. Who's that? She's dead. Nah,
you've been married more than once.
Yeah. It's like, nah.
Is that your first husband? Wait, what?
Yeah. Because H hasn't changed a bit since we got married. Not any different. Well, she thinks she has. She thinks she's changed, but she hasn't. Everyone goes, oh, yeah, you look exactly the same. It's like, yeah. And then we go, the bloody hell's you then? That's me. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bless.
Yeah.
There's been some plate tectonics, has there?
Yeah, I would show you them, but I think the risk of you having a hernia. Yeah.
What, another one? Wow.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I don't want another one.
I don't think you would recover from it.
I shall avoid then, I think.
Yeah. Let's give Bottas a bit of a... Stefan Larson's got to go. Catch you again whenever I can. You stay well, Stefan, mate, and hopefully things carry on picking up for you, mate. It's been wonderful to see you about again.
Yeah, thank you for coming in, buddy.
And, just take your time, mate, yeah?
Yep. Day at a time.
I just realised I haven't painted the back of his...
area.
Oh, tunic, that's the word.
David Carradine took a vow of silence in real life. He was well known to just belt up, says LWM.
I see what you did there.
I don't get that.
It's how he died, mate.
Oh.
Took his own life.
Kwai Chang Kane was his name in the show, says Sasha. I have no memory of that at all. I think I don't really remember watching it very often. I must have seen it maybe once or twice, but not very often, I don't think.
It's one of them series that if ever they was to re-show it, I would have to watch just so that I can try and get a gist of it. Because obviously, as a child, because you didn't want to watch the show, you kind of, you know. But it is one of those that I would like to just watch just to see what it was all about.
Yeah.
How good was it, really, you know? So
yeah, it's interesting to go back with the eyes of the adult.
Yeah.
And not just the rose-tinted eyes of the child.
Yeah, exactly that, mate.
So, you know, yeah. What was it? Something I watched recently in the last couple of years that hadn't aged at all. Ooh, that was a good noise. Ooh, what's that?
That's a paint jar, mate.
That sounds... I like that. That's a really nice noise. I like it.
That's right, I'll record it for you.
That's cool. That's really...
Can have that as a ringtone.
Yeah. I want that. Yeah, I wonder how much... What was it? I can't remember what it was I was watching recently, but it was like, oh, this is not how I remember it.
No, I watched $6 Million Man recently, and I saw an episode of that, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's not...
It was in the era where Steve Austin grew the moustache. So, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so obviously stardom had kicked in by then and all that went with it. And
yeah, no.
Yeah, I think it was on his second face then. Them slow scenes of the bionic woman lovingly running towards him. It's like, oh, my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've given Steve Austin a love interest. Oh, God. Yeah.
It is funny that how some things age perfectly. Like, you know, Columbo. It's just as good now as it was then, even though some of the hairstyles are a bit outrageous in the cars.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Starsky and Hutch didn't age well, whereas Kojak has.
No. Yeah. Hill Street Blues aged quite well. That's still, you can get away with that today.
The only good thing in Starsky and Hutch that you can revisit is Huggy Bear.
Yeah.
Old Antonio Fargos, he played that character to the limit, didn't he? It was like,
oh, yeah.
I liked a bit of Huggy Bear.
I just wish, like, somebody would, because you get all these, like, remakes of the old classic series, and they remake them anew. I wish somebody would remake an old 70s series, but actually remake it as an old 70s series.
Yeah.
Like, not modernise it, just remake it, but set it in the 1970s.
Well, Life in Mars was kind of trying to do that, wasn't it, when it did its first original incarnation? And it worked for me. It really did work, that programme. I thought that was pretty damn good how they did that.
But imagine if, like, you remade, I don't know, Starsky and Hutch, but you remade it and it was actually in the 70s. So it was basically just like starting from scratch.
Yeah, pretty much.
But back in the day.
That'd
work. Be great. Because then you could still have Huggy Bear as Huggy Bear as Pimp, because it was relevant to the time, wasn't it?
Yes. I don't know whether he's still alive, the actor.
Hey, probably very old if he
I know
is.
David Soul died last year, didn't he? So,
Did he? Ah.
Michael Glazer's still alive.
Let's do this little fronty bit.
I used to like Captain Dobie when he used to be in that shouty telling off mood. It's like, yeah.
The classic police captain.
Yeah.
Shouty mode. I'd actually forgotten his name was Captain Dobie.
Yeah.
Well remembered, that man.
I know. I need to get out more, don't I? Oh. Yeah, Captain Dobie.
I think I'm on season 13 now of NCIS.
Was it? Am I right in thinking it was David Starsky and Kenneth Hutchinson? The characters' names?
I don't remember. I mean, the last time I saw Starchy and Husk was I was literally a kid, so my memory is all but gone of it, to be honest, apart from the classic stuff.
Yeah.
It's just all but gone.
Yeah. If I've remembered that rightly, I'm going to have massive.
Sounds about right.
Massive proud of me house points for that. But
yeah, sounds about right. Certainly sounds legit.
Legit. It's legit.
Too legit to quit. Right, can I fit this on? I want to risk putting this into. No. You'd be able to put this into one of the big painting handles, but
we've got contemplatory Fox mode, haven't we?
Well, I was debating to put it into one of the big painting handles, but I don't quite trust it to grip it enough and not to just let it ping out and break everything.
Do it. I won't mock.
No, I shall not. What I do need to do is get more paint.
I wouldn't mock you, mate. Trust me, Fox. I'm your friend.
I really wish the camera was pointing at my face right now.
Yes, I've got it in there. Brilliant. David Starsky, Kenneth Hutchinson and Harold Dobie with an H. And Antonio Fargos is still alive. Wow. He's got to be about 111, 12, isn't he?
Yeah.
I would say he's, 83, 84?
Probably in his 80s, yeah. He would have been in his maybe 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be in his 80s. late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah. I'm having all the XP, mate. You know what that means?
Rightly so.
That means an extra hour on the Xbox then as a reward.
Oh,
getting that right.
I reckon that's valid.
What do you reckon?
I reckon, yeah. I like the fact you've got to the point where you can quite happily manufacture a reward reason out of any situation to go on the Xbox. I
did it earlier.
Yeah.
I've just rendered 9 videos there to go on the channel. I've got an hour before we go live. I'm just going to go and have a quick level on a game. Done.
Yeah. See, Festa will try and tell you now that he's not down the Xbox hole.
No, I'm not.
But it literally is like, he'd be like, right, I've had a cup of tea, so that gives me half an hour on the Xbox.
Yeah, it's part work filming day, wouldn't it?
Yeah. He's got to that point where he's treating it as a reward. He's like, oh, I've just scratched my nose. That's 20 minutes.
It's going to be interesting because I've got my assessment in a few weeks. And it's going to be interesting to see with the dexterity side of things, because that's why I'm doing it. It was suggested to me by Debbie, my MS nurse, about hand-eye coordination and cognitive stuff.
Yeah.
And so
keeps your hands moving and stuff.
That's kind of why I got it, to try and keep the hand-brain coordination there and things like that. So
yeah.
Not saying I'm down the Xbox hole, but I'm already an ambassador.
You certainly are.
So, yeah. And I was top of the leaderboard yesterday, wasn't I? So,
yeah, it was. Yeah, I went in and I looked at achievements for the month so far, and it was right at the top. Like, ooh, look at you, at the king of the hill.
Yeah. But I'm not down the hole. I just want to say this.
It's nothing to do with the fact he's recently discovered the addiction of trying to get your achievements up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I'm not down the hole, honest, folks.
No.
I blame Paul. It's his fault.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter Call of the Wild was the first game that I started getting into and really spending time with. And I mean it in the nicest possible way. I'm not angry with him. It's just funny. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to reveal any secrets, but I have proof that Festa is down, at the very least down the I need to get all the achievement points hole.
Why?
Because Festa told me about a game he downloaded. I shall not discuss it any. I shall not say anything further than that.
No,
but it proves that he's definitely down the achievements point.
That gun now, you third.
Nope.
Yes, you
nothing
have.
More than that.
You rotten.
Nope. But it certainly confirms that you're in it for the achievements.
That's low.
I said I wouldn't say anything, and I haven't. I've said nothing of any concept, of any substance.
Oh, you evil you are.
I am.
That's all right. That's quite all right. Okay.
Love it.
At least I know where my bread is buttered.
Mm-hmm.
But yes.
I'll say nothing more.
He says, reopening the conversation. I see what you're doing.
No.
It's all right. I am sure I will get you back. You are brutal. That is low. I would say I'd grass you up to H, but Sugar Lips Fox there can't do no wrong, can he?
Well, it's not so much that. If you grassed me up to H, you'd have to explain what I grassed you up about, and then you'd be like, I've lost this case, haven't I?
Yeah, she'd be going, what? Really? Yeah, but he made me don't blame the well-spoken man. Damn it.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, he's git. You know what I want to call you, but I can't.
Oh, I know. Technically, I've revealed nothing.
That's all right. Okay. I shall remember.
I think that's the only 2 jade bits I have to do, I think.
All right. Not bitter. Cover.
The Guinness. I'm not bitter.
It is. Very shame.
I revealed nothing. Your secret is technically still safe with me.
There you go. Another barrel with a set of bands painted. Get yourself in there, my man.
Are you rolling them out?
I am.
Roll out the barrel.
That's Bob Hoskins' barrel there, so he'll be joining that. Right, let's give that a shaky, Kins. How's the Harry Lime doing? Oh, yeah, I've got plenty. What time do you want to go to tonight, geez?
I'm easy. Your show, you call.
We know that.
Yeah, you know that.
Said the actress to the bishop. Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Here all week trying to fish.
Just see how it goes, mate.
Uh-huh.
What have I got? I've got another barrel to do. What else can I do? Could do a bit more on me meat, I suppose. Every time I say that, I get snigger. He said meat.
He said meat.
He painted his sausage. God, get a life, Wilkinson. Grow up, man. Come on.
How do you grip your sausage to make sure paint don't come off?
I'm not going down that road.
my work here is done.
With a firm hand, he says.
Carefully. Have to use a tool. Welcome to the eModels Wednesday show, where you can watch Festa paint his sausage.
And on an out breath. Oh, no, I can't say that word.
Just seen a combine harvester on the eModels site, says Bobbins. The driver seems to have a choice of hats. Sasha says, I take the blame for Festa and going down the Call of the Wild hole, and I am proud of it.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. How far in the game are you, Paul, out of interest, mate?
I finished Power Wash Simulator this morning, onto Lawnmower Simulator now. Both are actual games I own, says LMW.
We might have them. I've got Power Wash Simulator.
That's a point. I haven't got Power. I must get that. I haven't got that.
Because my latest ASMR YouTube videos at night is there's a guy going around, he power washes driveways.
Oh, yeah, you're quite taken with that, aren't you?
Yeah, I've done all the farrier videos of the guy going around shoeing the horses. And I spotted this guy jet washing a really scuzzy looking driveway, and I've kind of hooked. So much so that I downloaded Power Wash Simulator.
Yeah, he sent me a screenshot saying, this is my latest ASMR thing. And I'm like, wow, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Need to get out more, don't I? Hey, you know, it's a good, nice way of unwinding.
Oh, yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Mind you, cooking Ildris is good.
Oh, yes, because you've been playing Venba, haven't you?
And there's Fox going, oh, you shouldn't get H to let you in the kitchen to cook all of this. It's like, you think I've got a death wish?
Go on, make me some idlies.
Yeah.
Yes, I need to play that. I've only played the first
minute. What I'll
minute.
do is I'll put my phone on record when I ask the question. Because you'll hear more swear words in 60 seconds than Brian Blessings can do, mate.
That's quite a good number of swear words. We like that.
I can remember once I said to her, this was when she had her hand surgery. And she was on about, oh, you know, Sunday dinner. And I said, that's all right, love. I said, I'll have a go at cooking it if you want. She went, oh, gosh, I feel really nauseous. For me being me, I'm like, do you want to sit down, sweetheart? Thinking that she was genuinely feeling nauseous. No, she was mocking me, mate. And I said to her, he was only joking with me. She went, no, genuinely. She said, I was really quite nervous. I'd rather go hungry, she said, than let you cook anything.
Yeah. Right. Crinkly noises, apologies. Only minimal crinkly noises.
Yeah, that was lame, actually.
Well, yeah. I was having some weird surface tension issues with the paint then. It was weird.
Oh, really?
It was like, I was painting the paint on it, it was going and like breaking up, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if it's... So I've changed my palette paper just in case. But you never know. Could have got something on it.
You never know, dear, what it can be.
Let's have a look. Sasha says, not too far, has only got the new controller this week, just waiting for my new headset, and then we can do a co-op. Been mainly opening up all the bases on the Spanish level.
Good man.
LMW says, all I say about the Power Wash Simulator is when you reach the Ferris wheel, have the swear jar handy.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. Apparently it's really good fun till you get to like the last like 1%, which is like a pixel that you've got to try and find and clean. It can be hidden away in the worst places. I remember watching our friend Chris at Chris Models playing. I think he was cleaning the DeLorean from Back to the Future, and he spent 20 minutes trying to find this one little percent of the car we hadn't cleaned. It was like hidden away under a petrol cap or something. I, of course, would have to get the Warhammer 40,000 add-on.
Yeah.
Do you think you could see yourself going for the sort of farming simulator type games?
I don't know. Do I go?
You fancy? Or like the truck driver simulators?
I've got trucks driver. I've got the ships and Train Simulator, but also got Goat, haven't I? I've got Goat Simulator.
Yeah, you've got Goat Simulators.
So, yeah, it's all in there. I've got Flight Simulator on there, so...
Yep, I got that.
It's like anything. It's like I said to you, once I get my dexterity down a lot better with controllers, I can explore these games, but at the moment I'm still a very slow controller mover because of... So any shooting games and that, I will get killed within milliseconds because, I'm not quick enough in reaction time. My brain and my hands don't talk to each other very quickly, so that's why I started gaming in the first place. So, once I'm down with that, I'll be fine, but at the moment, it's a very early days still for me.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that by my gamer score, but...
very impressive gamer score.
It's getting there, isn't it, mate? I feel no shame, don't forget. I feel no shame about it.
You should feel no shame. Nothing to be ashamed of. Numbers are always fun. Numbers exist purely to get bigger. That's how the universe works.
Absolutely.
We all know that.
What colours he said?
I built my own 16-speed gear shift for American Truck Simulator, says LWM.
Oh, nice one.
And he says the last level in Power Wash Simulator took about 4 hours to complete. Wow.
Really? Oh, mate, I'd have lost the will to live.
Retro Robot Studios in says, hey, kids. Hey, Retro.
Hello, mate.
Scale Modelling Chaos. Sasha says, Colin's the only man in history to have called the fire brigade out whilst making cereal.
Actually, you don't know how close you are there, mate.
My best friend's mum was so bad in the kitchen that she actually burned boiled eggs.
Really?
Yeah. She was well known for being absolutely terrible in the kitchen.
I once stuck buttered toast in the toaster because I thought it would save time.
Yeah, that's a thing. I can see that being a thing you can do.
Well, the thing is, we used to have a Breville when I lived at home, and you used to butter both sides of the bread before you put it in there to stop it sticking. So I just thought it was applicable. So yeah,
seems reasonable.
I got called words.
I can imagine the kind of words that were brought forth on that.
Yeah, and
interesting words.
It's the type of silly thing that I do.
Yeah, you mean like accidentally putting a carburettor in the dishwasher?
Oh, that was intentional.
I was trying to help you out there, but never mind.
Ah, that's all right, mate.
I may have had mental air quotes around the word accidental.
No, deliberately done. It's like, I'll tell you something, though. The chrome on them come up absolutely gorgeous, mate.
How clean was it? Oh, yeah.
Shinier than a diamond in a goat's Harris, mate. I'm telling you. The rocker covers come up beautiful. Pretty much all the chrome that was on the engine went in there. And
you recommend it to others, do you? Stick your bright work in the dishwasher.
Yeah. All day long, mate.
Did I choose an automotive term by saying bright work?
You did.
Are you impressed?
I am, because for you, that's veering on manliness.
Oh, steady now. Don't give me a mantle which I cannot assume. Right, I need to go for a great big wee.
Yeah, no worries. I'm sure the internet really wanted to know that. There you go. So I'm just doing a bit more white on the back of old Valtteri here. Purely and simply because I forgot to paint the bottom of his jacket, didn't I? Like a Burke. So that's what I'm up to, doing a bit more on old Valtteri there, and then I can dull him down again. But when I picked him up earlier, I was like, something ain't right there. Yeah. Lesson learned. But yeah, Sasha got me into Hunt a Call of the Wild, and I must admit it really is a game I enjoy playing because there's so many little aspects of the worlds and the reserves that you could lose yourself in, and I enjoy that because it's quite therapeutic, isn't it? It's a bit ASMR almost. So yeah, thoroughly enjoying it. Got to be done at the end of the day. Anything that improves your hand-eye coordination's got to be worth a go, isn't it? who's to say? I don't have a favourite genre of game yet, because I've not really explored that many, but I will. As my confidence grows and my speed grows, I'm sure I'll try other games out. But Fox, he finds it funny that I'll download a game and I just go all in. I don't read anything about it. I just go in, bang. And he's like, what are you playing? And I tell him, he's like, dude, he said, really? Oh, yeah. He said, how far did you get? I said, don't know yet. It's like, I'm that bloke that never reads the instructions, you know. It's like, yeah.
I'm back.
So it's quite funny. He was quite impressed that I've turned all of the heads-up displays off and all of that. Like, it's like, yeah, I just like to go in blind.
Oh, in the games?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when you first started, you had everything on screen, all the guides and the heads-up display and everything. Now he's like, yeah, turn all that off now.
Yeah, don't worry about none of that.
Rubbish. Don't worry about it.
So, yeah.
Yeah, good lad. They grow up so fast.
Oh, yeah. It's something different, isn't it, at the end of the day?
Yeah.
That's better.
When I play my Far Cry games, I turn off as much of the HUD as I can. Yeah. Turn off all the rubbish that highlights the enemies for you and puts things that... No, I don't need that. I don't need to know where the enemies are.
I sometimes find that quite a distraction, to be quite honest with you.
It's like if I'm sneaking around enemy base, I don't need to know that guy's through that wall that I wouldn't be able to see in real life. It's more fun if I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Right, so
Valkyrie done. Let's paint underneath there.
Brush is that. That's that one. Dry brush.
Because in real life, it would be that colour, so it needs to be that colour. Go.
I was not alone when I went for a week. There was a dirty, great big cellar spider up in the corner.
Oh, was there really? Did you let out a little?
No, I'm not bothered by cellar spiders. They're mostly legs, but I'll have to deal with it later.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, hello. They seem to like toilets and bathrooms. I don't know why.
Wasn't a daddy long legs yet then, was it?
No. I would have been squeeing at that point and running out.
Yeah, you're not a fan, are you, mate?
No, not the flying daddy long legs. They need to just know.
Yeah, they need to fly off somewhere else, don't they?
They're just abominations. Right.
I was remember on a frolic once, one flew in front of him and he just like let out this real high-pitched girly squeal and all I heard was thump as he went down the hallway. It was like,
I regret nothing. Yeah, I'm gone. It's like, I'm not bothered by most things. I'm not bothered by spiders, but I'll throw them out. But if a crane fly comes in the room, I'm just going to burn the house down to the ground completely. It just ceased to exist. Right, now I have to figure out how I'm going to do this. Okay, so I'm using my reference material, you see, for the jade bits.
Oh, right, yeah.
So it seems to be bright at the top, then darker towards the bottom, and then bright at the very end. Okay.
Feathered.
Yeah. So light green there, turquoise, and darker in the middle. Okay. I've never done jadey colours before. Okay, right, I can do that. I can do this.
I'm sure you'll be fine, dear.
Yes.
It's one of them. Just don't overthink it.
You're telling me not to overthink something. You've met me, haven't you?
Yeah, there is that.
Right, let us do this now. Let's do this. So I want it on the ends.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the middle. Okay.
Go to laugh past, mate, if that's all right, dude.
Sounds good to me. I've just put that picture over there, haven't I? Spin. Let's put the picture there where I can see it.
Bit of that in there.
I don't know if I'll get it looking quite as bright and cheerful as the artwork, but I'll do my best.
At the end of the day, mate, it's your model. Paint it how you choose, mate, isn't it?
Oh. No, I quite like the jade effect on the thing. It's like gorgeous. try and reproduce that.
Bit better than the Revel SWAT soldier, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I knew where that was going straight away.
Yeah. That's always our reference point, isn't it? Revel SWAT guy.
Oh, yeah. If I was to paint it with half a potato, it'd look better than the Revel SWAT guy.
Yeah, it wasn't one of their better ones, was it?
No. Oops. That's why I was surprised by that VW van that I did on the Monday show the other night, because the model on that looked really good. It's like, oh,
yeah,
they've got a good box art modeler for this one.
Yeah, I think they got rid of the SWAT guy, didn't you?
Yeah. Do you ever remember that chap that was on Facebook that claimed to be a Revel box model maker?
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. I think he actually was as well. That's the thing. But he was just like, he did.
Mm.
Not that we're going to say too much, but basically this chap appeared, made these claims that he was a Revel box model maker, offered proof, and then managed to alienate himself from everybody and whatever this, I can't remember what the group was now.
Yeah, I remember it.
And eventually got himself banned. It was like, wow, what a horrible person you were.
Yeah, he didn't endear himself, did he, to people?
No.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, wow. Because I think somebody was actually like commenting about the quality of Revel box art models, and he came on to defend his corner, but unfortunately, he wasn't very good.
Yeah. Yeah, he went full blown defensive mode, but in an insulting manner, and it was like,
yeah,
just alienated the entire group there, mate.
Yeah, there's a big community as well, a big community group.
Oh yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, bless him.
We just sat there watching him implode himself. It's like,
it's always fun watching someone derail their career.
He's messaging me. I'm messaging him. Have you seen this geezer in that? Yeah, he says, he's doing well, isn't he?
That's quite a long time ago, that now. Yeah, he's
not
doing well.
It?
Yeah, it was like we weren't involved in the conversation. We were just sitting back watching this happen. It was like, wow, you've just derailed your entire career there.
Have you seen what he's just wrote? Oh, I'll on my way back. You was cooking your dinner, wouldn't you?
Mm.
And it's like, yeah, I think he might just have alienated himself from the whole group here.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, if he'd been like, a Tamiya box or something, but he was actually just not, he wasn't very good.
Mm.
Showing all his models, and they were like, everybody in the community was like,
well, the thing is he heavily rivet counted someone, didn't he, and critiqued.
Yeah, that's right.
And that was it then.
He was using the I make these for Revel, so I know what I'm talking about. And it's like, your work kind of speaks for itself, mate.
Yeah, he went after someone that one was, I would say, a little bit vulnerable.
Yeah, a beginner.
And did it in a way that pretty much everyone else is like, no, we don't do that kind of stuff in here, mate. And
yeah, as a professional, you should know better.
Yeah, and then he proceeded then to get quite antsy with people, and it was like, yeah, this is going to go well for you, mate. So, yeah.
Yeah, like somebody who does it as a living professionally, you'd expect them to be more encouraging and understanding of people who are new to the hobby and just doing it for the fun of it. But no, he was a horrible person.
It's all about respect, isn't it? And unfortunately, not everyone has it.
Although I did like one. The best comment I saw was somebody who pulled him up and said, "If you're going to come into a group and be as objectionable as you have been, it's probably best you don't tell us who your employer is."
Yeah.
Didn't think about that one, did you?
Yeah, but they're proud of the example you're setting.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah, it was.
Which is why we always say, whenever you're in any groups, even if you think you're the best model maker in the world, just accept that, you've got to be nice to people. You've got to be encouraging and supportive. You can't stand there and say, I know, and this is best, and you're terrible. No, that's not how it works.
No.
We all had to start at some point. At some point, we all sucked. And that's the way to remember it. We were all terrible at some point.
None of us are professional.
No, we all learned. We all had to learn. It's like people that get angry at learner drivers. What's the point? We all had to learn to drive at some point.
Exactly.
We all bunny hopped at the traffic lights. Do you know what I mean?
I never see the point of rivet counting because it will always bite you.
Yep.
Always.
Kick in the backside.
It's like, you know, you want to go around critiquing people, fine. Just, you know, bear in mind, there is always someone out there better than you.
Yep. There's always a bigger fish. No. And that's why, I bent the spear again. I knew I'd do it.
Funniest thing is when you see someone rivet count and then they end up getting rivet counted.
Oh, yeah.
Their reaction is always comedy gold, isn't it?
Yeah, the phrase hoist by their own petard.
Yeah, and it's like, that wasn't called for, but you've just critiqued someone, so...
Yeah, you've just done exactly that.
You know, show us some of your work, then and that's it. They post something up, and then it gets hammered, doesn't it? And it's like,
yeah,
you really didn't see that coming, did you?
No. Remember how I said that I'd reinforce that spear and I'd ding it?
Yeah, I've been watching, mate.
Yeah, I just dinged it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when the critics, the nasty critics get that, the taste of their own medicine, it's always satisfying in a way.
Oh, yeah.
It's just kind of justice doing its thing.
And then they announce that they're leaving, don't they? That is it. I haven't come in here to be criticised. I'm leaving. And it's like, but you've just criticised 3 people's work there. Yep. Interesting
it's
analogy.
Like, you're leaving, are you? Well, bye.
Don't let the door smack you on the bum on your way out.
Yes. It's like, you know, me, you, Ted and Chris, we've always said at the end of the day, when it's no matter what your chosen form of art is, be it models, painting, drawing, music, whatever it is, if you come across someone who thinks they're the bee's knees, then they're not. A good artist is someone who hates their own work and is never happy with it.
Exactly.
If you hate your own work and you're never happy with it, then that's a good sign that you're actually a conscientious creator of some sort.
Yeah.
And you'll be encouraging to others.
Oh, we all see them people, don't we? I'm this, I'm that, and it's like, yeah. Okay.
How brilliant I am. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, they wouldn't know talent if they see it. Yeah, it's...
Yep.
I have seen and heard people that are rivet counting others, and it's like,
stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the minute someone turns round and critiques anything of theirs, oh, the world ends.
Oh, yeah. How dare you? Well, very easily, thank you. I always really like it when you go into a group or wherever you are and you see that there's always one post, and I love these posts. I mean, I really love them. Somebody posts up and they put a picture up and they say, "Hi, this is my first build," or "I'm new to the hobby and I've only been doing it a few months," or, you know, "I've always built trains and now I'm building planes," or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Here's this thing I've done. It's not brilliant, but I'm learning still, and I've only got, you know, I can't afford all the materials, so I'm doing the best I can with what I've got. And they put a picture up of like a museum quality build.
Yeah.
And you sit there and you think, dear Lord. And I always love that, because it means that there's someone out there who just instantly found a talent they didn't know they had.
Yes.
And they're really talented. And some people have that. They just start and they're good from the start. And, you know, you can't be jealous of people that do that.
No, that's right.
Some people, it takes years and years to learn and develop their skills. Some people, it just happens. And that's always the way it's going to be. And there's no point in being jealous. But what I love more about those posts is the humbleness. Just the, you know, it's not very good, but I'm only learning, and, you know, and this is a beautiful piece of art, and you're like, wow. And you can tell, because there are people that do that as a humble brag, and you're like, yeah, you're an idiot, because you know you think you're good.
Yeah.
You know you're good, and you're trying to humble brag it and get all the praise by saying, well, but, you know, you can tell when people are like, they're genuinely like, I don't think it's very good, and people are like, dude, really?
You can always tell when someone's after attaboys.
Yeah, attaboys and pats on the back. It's like, no.
Yeah, poor yous and attaboys. Yeah, we get a lot of that.
You see it a lot in mini forums where people paint a miniature and it's like, it would win a golden demon. Yeah. And they're like, I'm only learning, it's not very good. And everybody's like, dude, seriously, that's like really beautiful work. Really?
Yeah. There you go, folks. There's Churn Man.
Churn Man. I like his flat cap. It tickles me. It's very working man, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
That's a lovely paint job, buddy.
Is
he done and done?
Yeah, he's pretty much ready now.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I'm happy with how he's coming along.
On the crest of a wave? No, sorry.
I see what he did there.
See what I did there?
I did. I'm impressed with that.
So I always love it when you see those posts. And I always love it when you see somebody posting up and it's like their first, you get it occasionally, it's one of their first builds and it's the opposite end of the spectrum. They post something up and it's obvious that they've just started on their creative journey. And then you see the comments are all like really supportive. Because sometimes you'll get somebody being like, oh, that's not very good. But when you just see everybody in the chat or in the whatever it is just like really supportive and saying, brilliant work, you know, and they're giving lots of hints and tips and helpful advice. And it's like, I love that because that's showing the community doing its job, encouraging somebody starting out. Because we all know unless we're incredibly talented, when you start out, you're going to be a bit rubbish. We've all been there. And it's up to the community to encourage you to keep going past that.
Oh, yeah.
When that happens. I love when that happens. I mean, we both run communities of our own and we run the eModels one. And it's like, it makes us very proud when we see our members and people doing that, people we know.
Oh, yeah.
Supported. It's like, yeah, that's
what it's all about.
Yeah. There are days when you regret starting a modelling group and you think, oh, why did I do this? And then there are days when you think, I'm glad I did this.
Critique works two ways, constructive or destructive. I don't mind anyone in the group being constructive with ideas and opinions to help people out. But when people are negative, that's when I just say, yeah, we don't do that in here.
Yeah. No.
Because, you know, you've got to think of it and you've got to just be nice to be nice.
Yeah, and there's the classic thing as well, and I've seen people come afoul of this, like the rivet counters come afoul of this and end up with egg on the face, where somebody's posted up a piece of work and the person that's rivet counting doesn't actually know that person, there's a very specific reason why that person's work looks the way it does. For example, they may have a disability or something that impairs the work they can do, and you know, they're working really hard to get around that. And you see it sometimes when you see a piece of work and somebody comes in and just critiques the hell out of it. And it's like, dude, you've just destroyed that person's motivation.
Yeah.
And I actually, you know, given what they're trying to fight against to get that work, I think it's a brilliant piece of work they've done. But you've just assumed they're just a regular model maker who can do everything and you just driven them into the ground. So no, I never like that.
I don't see how it works, how it's beneficial to anyone.
No. Because if you're even a little bit savvy about this hobby, you know that a lot of people in this hobby have both physical and mental challenges to work against. It's actually quite common that, you know, people in this hobby are either fighting against other physical challenges, limitations, or, you know, mental challenges.
That one who had to go at me that time on the frolic for twitching and shaking. Do you remember that?
Yeah. It's like, you don't realise, do you?
Yeah.
Funnily enough, mate. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've had it before on my videos. I watch your video, but your twitching got on my nerves. It's like, well, sorry, I can't help that, mate. I try to edit out as many of them as I can.
You're like, how do you think I feel?
Yeah. It's like, okay, noted.
So that's the first green colour down on top of the first green colour. It's the second green colour. Doesn't come out on camera, but there's hopefully a subtle grade between these bits and that bit. It's only very subtle. I might do a bit more actually on top just to make it more biggened, to embiggen it further.
Look at you with your bigness.
Ambigulatory dry brushing technique. I'm just making this up. I don't know. I know nothing.
I was going to say, you're on steroids, aren't you, tonight?
I'm from Barcelona. I know nothing.
Yeah, some of these will stand up, some of them won't because of the way their legs are. But yeah, I've had a reasonably good night. I'm happy.
Yeah. Will it stand up in court? That's the question.
Yeah, we're getting there. Got some figures done.
Yep.
There you go.
I've repaired my pointy end and I've done a little bit of painting.
Yeah. So,
got some of the jade done.
I got Fat Valtteri with his apron. Choose some of him.
This is Fat. What's it? A Valerie.
Valtteri.
Yeah. Botas. Yeah.
Got Skipper Tedward.
Can't go wrong with a bit of Skipper Ted.
Yeah. Got Old Meat Boy. I've used some of him.
Carrying his meat on his back. It's very impressive.
Got to do all the light work on the meat, yeah. And then obviously the guys with the barrels there, Bob Hoskins and his mate, and Churnman. Dave.
Got his meat on his shoulder, over his shoulder.
Yeah.
Right. All the jokes. All the jokes.
So yeah, what am I going to be up to next time? Finish off me meat and get that all put in the stands, and then that'll be pretty much everything ready to go on the base. I've got me truck to do. I've got to make a tarpaulin for that. So I'll do that next week.
Have you done tarpaulin before? How are you going to do it? Or are you going to reveal
absolutely
it at the time?
Shed loads of tarpaulins, you know that.
I know, I'm giving you a chance to big yourself up.
No, I'm not going to big myself up. It's just
go on.
Wetting a tissue, Fox. You know that, mate. But yeah, I've done loads. So yeah, we've got that. If I can find it, yeah, that'll be where I'm at next time. Putting all the stuff in the boxes and on the fruit meat stands.
Oops, splash.
So that's what I'm going to aim to do on the next one.
Well, so far as you know, I say I fixed my spear and then broken it again and fixed it again and binged it. I'm just going to have to be very careful with it. If I break it again, it's not going to snap off because the binding will hold it in place, but it'll be wibbly wobbly. So
yeah,
there's only so much glue I can put on it without making it just a blob. So we'll try and be careful from now.
Yeah.
And I've started the jade, so you've got the dark blue and then you've got the greeny colour. It doesn't come out camera, but it's a little bit darker in the middle than it is on the tips. So I've got some dry brushing for this jade effect. I've got to do the jade on here as well.
I'm sure you'll be fine. So does that mean then that you're feeling a bit jaded?
Jaded. 2 points.
Damn, you're tight with
I'm
your
not giving
points.
not giving you a full 5 for that.
But you're tight with your points.
Well, low effort gets low points.
Good enough for me, mate. You get what you're given. Isn't that what you always say?
Yeah, garbage in, garbage out.
Absolutely.
But I think that's going to do me for tonight as well.
I'm
enjoying the painting this because it's all organic and it's all just like dry brushing and mess.
There you go. Happy days. I'll bung a photograph of that in the group later on.
Yes. Same here.
Yeah. It's coming along all right. Quite happy with it.
It's looking pretty darn good there, fella.
We're getting there, mate. It's a slow process, but we're getting there.
How are you liking painting dudes?
All right. Painted them before. That's why they've got a shelf full of them, you know.
That's true. How are you liking painting meat?
All right. Different. Trying to explain to people why you've got your meat on the bench, but yeah. Sorry, I was late. I was at a meeting. So yeah, it's just different, isn't it? At the end of the day, they're all doing their thing. They roll out the barrel.
The barrels out.
So yeah. So there you go, folks. I think that's a good place to end for the night. Let you all get on with what you've got to do because it is a school night and we are mindful of that, folks. So massive thanks to all of you for coming in and keeping us company. Massively appreciated. So me and him will be back Friday for a bit of a frolic. So we'll see you on that. And then we'll be back Monday doing a bit more on the big tank. And then next Wednesday, obviously, carrying on with these folks.
Yeah. Don't forget, of course, go to eModels.co.uk, your one-stop shop.
For all your model making needs.
How many needs?
All of them.
All of them.
And all of your God-hand needs.
Yes, I've been using my God-hand brushes tonight. Very nice. So,
Proud of you, soldier.
Thank you.
There you go, folks. So until then, stay safe and well. Thanks for coming in and keeping us two idiots company. And I'll see you Friday along with Fox on the frolic on my channel. Bye for now. Bye.
Adios, amoebas.
Bye.